strings! Welcome to my couch, and I hope maybe you're on your couch getting comfy to settle in to learn some new things. I miss you all, and I'm really excited that we get to do this together. So, you might be wondering who these people are. These are my students because I miss my students, so I have some here. And they're very talkative, just like you guys. So they're going to be helping us during this video. In fact, here's something. Aha! Oh, he's raising his hand. Yes, Mr. Monkey. Thank you for raising your hand. Oh, right. Okay, yes. So Mr. Monkey, he's very mischievous and he likes to play, right? And he wants to make sure we make this fun and do some games along the way. Okay, sound good? All right. Okay, so tuning. You can do this with or without your instrument. It's fun either way. We're going to do some apps and some games. And if you do have your instrument, though, I imagine they're pretty out of tune. Hopefully they're not, but if they are, I'm going to teach you how to do that the best that I can. Now, you always hear me saying, only use the fine tuners, and that's true. If you can only use the fine tuners, that would be great. But you may find that you have to use the pegs, so I'm going to teach you how to do that because we're stuck at home and you don't have me there to help you, okay? So I want you to learn how. Remember, with pegs, you're going to use a parent, okay? Pegs and parents. Okay. Aha, I almost forgot. So in every video, there's going to be a secret question. And that is your signal for the secret question and the secret answer, which will happen at some point during this video. So the secret question is, you ready? What is the musical term that we use when a note goes higher? Okay, what is the musical term that we use when a note goes higher? All right, there's a secret question. All right, so let's get started. So speaking of higher and lower, you want to remember that we have higher notes and lower notes. That's the highest note on the violin. That's the lowest note on the violin. You cellists, bassists, and violists have even lower notes. So just remember that higher is when it gets really high like this, maybe your voice goes higher. And when you go really low, you have to lower your chin and make it lower like this, okay? So higher and lower. Now, there's a clue. This might be the answer to the question. So when a note goes higher, we like to say that it is going sharp, okay? Sharp, and you may have even seen the symbol, a sharp called the symbol, right? That is the hashtag, and we call that a sharp. All right, so just remember, a note that's going higher, we like to say that it's going sharp. So that's your musical term right there. And the opposite, I bet some of you know it. What's the opposite of sharp? Flat. Okay, so when a note's going lower, it's getting flat. Okay, and that is the symbol you may have seen. We actually call that a flat. All right, great. So on your violin or your stringed instrument, you need to know that we're going to be using the pegs and the fine tuners. So since I want you to mostly use the fine tuners, let's talk about that. So the fine tuners, you basically need to remember one thing, and that's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, okay? Lefty-loosey means that the string is getting looser and lower. When a string gets looser, it gets longer and it gets lower, okay? Righty-tighty means that the string is getting tighter and higher and more sharp, right? As opposed to flat, okay? So the string is going sharper. So lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. When you do it on your fine tuner, when you turn it, you're going to feel yourself turning to the right, or clockwise is another way to think of it. Or you'll feel yourself turning to the left or counterclockwise. And let's just see how that sounds. So I'm playing my A string. Notice I'm playing and tuning at the same time. If you need to do this, for a while until you get used to it? Would you say that is going higher or lower? Okay, it's going higher in pitch because I was turning it to the right, righty-tighty. But now I would like to get it to go lower because I think it's too high. So which way do I turn it to go lower? Lefty-loosey. Okay, so notice I'm also playing in the tone lane. So I need to stay between the bridge and the fingerboard to get a nice tone. If I play too hard, it actually bends the pitch or makes no pitch at all. And if I play over the fingerboard, it's too light and the tuner won't pick it up. Okay, so practice playing in the tone lane. All right, so speaking of tuners, that's how you're going to know if you're too high or too low, okay? If you're sharp or you're flat. So I found this great tuner on the App Store. If you search for it, it's called Simply Tuner. Believe it or not, Simply Tuner. And it's pretty basic. I really like that about it. Notice it says violin right here. Okay. I'm going to show you real quick how you can change that. Go up there. We have violin. We have viola. And we have cello. I'm sorry there's no double bass, unfortunately, but just remember, bass players, whether or not you have your instrument, you can enjoy this tuning app because we can play games with it on whatever instrument. Whether we're a violinist or a violist, you can have fun with all the different instruments. Okay, so, but because I'm tuning my violin right now, I'm going to pay attention to that. So I'm on violin. Now notice it's picking up the sound that I'm making. Right now it says that it's very low, very low. That's because it's on the A string right now. Oh no, actually it's on the G string, isn't it? Oh my gosh, that's how low I was. Let's do A string. So that's the A string, okay? Do you see that? Okay, the A string. And notice that my voice is too low for the A string. It wants it to go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. No, it's too high. It's higher than an A. Okay, so the needle tells you if it's too high or too low. Now watch what else happens when I'm too high or too low. If I'm too low, it tells me to tighten the string because we want to make it higher, right? Righty-tighty makes it tighter and higher. And if I'm too high, it says loosen the string. Okay, so that will tell you exactly what to do, okay? All right, great. So this tuner is going to be very helpful to you. Oh, I hear something. What's that? Aha, oh yes, right. Don't forget games. Okay, so there's some really fun games that you can play with this. Here is an example. So you want to try to get your note perfect, right? So how do you know if it's perfect? Well, on the tuner app, it's telling me it's too high. Which way do I need to go? Lefty-loosey. Loosen my string. Loosen my string. Aha! Check it out. Perfect. All right, because I'm playing the tone lane and it hears it nice and clear. So that's one game you can play. The other game you can play is with your open strings notes. If you have a friend there, you can play this game. What is that note? Can you remember? It's an A. Okay, how about this one? It's a D. And how about this one? Is this note higher or lower than the one that I just played? So that's the D string. Is this note higher or lower? That's the G string, so it's lower. That's another game you can play, okay? So lots of fun games using the needle, using the different strings. You can try different instruments on that game, not just your own. All right, great. I think we're done. What do you think? Oh, Mr. Plucky Pig would like to say something. What are you saying? He's saying he's starving and he wants to go get a snack. Okay, so we're going to take a break from tuning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.